financial serenity. We're going to streamline and simplify our finances. Buenos dias, and welcome to a new morning show, Monday through Friday, at the time I show up. Thanks for waiting. Today is Wacky Wednesday, May 22nd. Today's joke was brought to you by someone on Instagram. What do you call? You know what? Someone's here, guys. Someone's here. What do you call Jimmy? We're going to put him on the line. Jimmy, what do you call a undercover tarantula? Let me unmute you. Ready?
Yes. Do you call it a comrade?
No. A spider. Oh, boom. Shout out to my friend Hilda. Follow her on TikTok. She is known by Jersey Mama. I put some help. I need some jokes over in Instagram. You can follow her on Instagram there too. And she helped us out. All right. So Jimmy is going to come in a little bit or give us the what. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that before I give you the other slide. Jimmy, it's been a while. What's
been a while,
man?
I've been on vacation.
Oh, where did you go? What's the weather?
Right now it's hot. As soon as I go outside, I sweat. I think I need better clothes for Florida. I'm going to do a whole research. I feel like this material is for like the northern latitudes, and I need something that breathable fabric. But enough about me. It's hot out there. It's humid. Be careful out there. Stay hydrated. Stay happy. The weather anywhere else in the world, I have no idea. But it's hot.
I love it. Thank you, Mr. Zito, the weatherman. And you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, Zito.
Peace out.
All right, let's go back because I do want to share this on a Wacky Wednesday. The concept of streamlining our finance has to do, and we're going to first open hot with this mama doggy. Let's see. Oh, actually, the link, it's funny. Oh, no. Okay, listen up for all the mamas out there. Let me know if you can relate. Let's share the clip. Here we go.
I died every day.
Yeah, we'll mute the song. Hopefully you can see it. Shrink myself. What is that mama dog doing? Breaking it down. Oh, yeah. It's ready. I just love that. I love it. Yes. So on this Wacky Wednesday, we got a mama doggy. It's going to break it down for today's episode because what do we mean by streamlined path and lifestyles? It's simplifying, it's efficiency. So you and I can focus on what really matters. And if a life to the full is something you want, a grounded life, then you're at the right morning show. So welcome. I know when I think about simplify, I could get caught up in thinking that life is supposed to be beautiful pool days, no worries, be happy. If you didn't pay your rent, be happy anyway. Like, what kind of crazy nonsense is that? If you can relate, let me know in the comments. So, So there are times for vacation, which I am so looking forward to coming this week. This Friday is the end of season 2 for this morning show. But what I'm talking about in streamlining is I get to share about a book that completely flipped everything upside down for us. And usually it has to do with a total paradigm shift. I know we all heard about, especially those Ramsey people out there, paying yourself first. And we could get it so backwards, and our businesses. And so this book was actually sitting on my shelf. We're still talking here. This book was actually sitting on my shelf for about a year before I picked it up. We got this book at a conference. I believe Jimmy won a contest. And this is a youth development contest. This is not even a finance conference. This is, basically why I most likely didn't pick it up. So when I picked it up, it was the right timing because most of us can think like, okay, once I make money, then I could figure out what to do, right? And that's something that if you do, how is that working for you? So I want to invite us on how to streamline by going in a little bit about this book, and it's best for me to show it by actually sharing what the tool looks like. Please pick up the book, but it's Jimmy, the weatherman who you just saw, created like a digital little calculator or tool for us. So I'm just gonna show it so that way we could all go ahead and see that. So I'm gonna go to my drive again. Let's see. Let's bring you all over to the drive. Yesterday was digital, streamlining digital. Oh, okay, so I just gotta share my screen. Okay, so in my digital office, right, it's a fast Google search. I could do profit first, and here's the tool that Jimmy made, and boom, here we are. All right, so view. Okay, cool. So I want to make sure you guys are all seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Awesome sauce. Okay, so what this tool is about is helping us see the what is the word? Oh my goodness, I don't know the word. How to break it down so it could be easier for us to digest. Have you ever gotten like a big check and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do with $6,000? Or what do I do with that? What's the smartest way to go about that? Because sometimes I know a lot of people talk about people have the fear of failure. Some people have the fear of success as well because they don't trust themselves. What do I do with all this money? What do I do? And it catches you by surprise, and it's why it makes me so sad. I was telling Jimmy this morning, there's so many like superstars or one-hit wonders that they're super famous, and that's what people want, right? Like everyone wants to be famous, and then just a few years after, like they're broke or even in more debt that when they went in on the first time. And so yesterday's theme, or Monday's rather, Monday and Tuesday, it's the simplicity. Like when we want streamlines our desks and our countertops, it's this: put away what you use. I know it sounds hilarious to me when I say it. It is that simple. So you want to keep a tidy place, you put things back in its place. You have dinner, lunch, whatever, you wash the dishes or put it in the dishwasher and you move on. You clean the table. It's why mindset is so important. So this tool has helped in to get us to not stress about what do we do with the money? How does that even how does that even work? So the profit first tool, and let me zoom in a little bit in here so you could see it. Okay. And okay, none of this stuff is something we need to worry about. So we're just gonna put it right there. Boom. Let's just take some of these numbers out. That was something that I was doing some math for something else, but what it means is that how do we divide our money? And that's by paying your business first. I don't know how many times I'm good at saving money. I'm not good at celebrating my earning. Can you relate to that? I'm not being good at celebrating your earning, of saying, you know what? I got to earn this at the end of this quarter or at the end of this year. And the concept that he has, in which it's hard for me to, I should have brought a toothpaste, is this. Have you noticed that when we have a brand new toothpaste, what do? We just like skirt that thing in there. We're brushing our teeth. It's falling out. We don't care. We're like, whatever, I'm brushing my teeth. It's a brand new toothpaste. And then what do we do when it's like towards the end? When your toothpaste is from here to like this skinny little thing. I know what we do. We start folding it, squeezing it. Like we're like that thing, especially if you're traveling, you forget to replace it. Okay. Can you relate to that? And you're like squeezing it. So what does that mean? We all have the ability to use what we got. And what does that even mean? Patty, where are you getting at? So if we set aside a percentage for our expenses and there's no more, well, guess what? On the following month, then you'll think about that twice, right? You will save. So let's say your budget on clothing is $50 a month or something like that. And you're like, okay, I gotta get on those sales. It's Memorial Day weekend. Let me go to Old Navy because the coupons there are amazing. Jimmy and I so I go first. I get all the cash back, then I give it to him. It's really awesome. And then he gives me it's amazing. Go Old Navy. So that concept is that we all have that ability to be stewards of our money. And so with this tool, and if you want this tool that Jimmy created, we'll be happy to share because it's nice and easy. So you get him, go ahead and put, and that's like one of the trainings that we do. We get about that in a check, right? So let's just say, and you're like, okay, really? You break it down even to that amount? We do. We even have broken it down to this amount. And that's how our accounts go. So in our business account, we have 5 accounts. One, and I know here there's only 4, but one is called the income, which you see it up here. And actually, let me shrink myself so you guys could see this much better. Okay. So concept of it is having 5 accounts where all the income goes in that account. And from there, you divide your income. Let's say you sold a course and you get $1,000 or something like that. That's actually more simple. Let's use that $1,000 because it's nice and even numbers. So what it means is that you take 5% of that and you put that into your profit account, to your owner's pay account. That's if you, like, say in a business, you have co-owners in it, or it could be here, I believe. And I'll ask Jimmy because we basically pay ourselves in that, and when what we do. And then there's taxes and there's operational or OPEX. Let me put myself nice and big in here. Okay, because if you're an entrepreneur who does its own tracking of management, we're definitely moving into having an accountant. Like an accountant does our taxes, but having a bookkeeper is key. But if you don't have it, this tool is pretty awesome because it does help you not mess up for a tax season. So what this tool has done has saved us. And if Jimmy, you want to chime in, let me know in the private chat if you are available or not. But one of the things is that, like the stress you get. Oh my gosh, what's going to be what am I going to pay for taxes? Or how much am I going to owe? How about knowing that out front? Because every single check that you get in, you're putting into one bank account. You know exactly how much you have set aside. And like for this year, we set aside a big amount of a big chunk, but because we have an accountant, we delegate this. That's another thing about streamlining your finances, is getting that help. We all need help. Oh, and I don't know if I'm supposed to do blah, blah, blah. I'm not a consultant, finance, blah, blah, blah. I don't understand. I'm just sharing my tool. But anyway, so I'm just saying out there for the YouTube world. All right, back to my LinkedIn and my Instagram people. So, man, that brings serenity. That is knowing where your money is going and your responsibility, so that stress can be completely off your brain, so you can focus on your project, on your business, on the things that matter. That's streamlining for the things that matter. And so putting that aside, and not something that you have to do at the end of a quarter or like at the end of the year. You just go to the account and you know exactly what's safe for your taxes. And then your accountant surprises you, and then it may not be the whole thing, and you're like, woo, that baby goes to profit. And let me explain what profit is. It's not like, hey, because it's only 5%, right? It's 5% of knowing, well done. You paid your taxes, you pay the people, you did your expenses. This is yours. This is yours, business owner. This is yours. And then you can use this tool, like if you get allowance, let's just say from like a spouse, right? They're the breadwinners, and you get something. You could start doing this on your own. Even this works in the envelope system, okay, my friends? Absolutely. I mean, that's where he gets that concept from, like a grandma, like the grandma envelope system. This is what this is. And what it does, and what it has done for me, it's that it brings me peace of mind, that I am being diligent, that I'm being a good steward of my earnings. And that, you tell me how much you pay for that kind of piece. So again, profit first, it's separating, it's breaking things down. And again, I've done from a check like this to a check like that to a check like this, right? And you fill in the blank of where you're at, but we're just gonna break it down like right there, nice and simple. And you're like, $50, that's like nothing. Oh, wait, hold on a second. It's the peace of mind that you know that you've been responsible for everything else you paid. Maybe you hire Rachel to do your journal, whoever came in your team, whether you have independent contractors, everyone's paid, right? You created opportunities, or somebody worked on your website, or you have a virtual assistant. Everybody else got paid. You go out. There's so much we could do with $50. Even when, let's break this down, because this is the example that he uses. Okay, let's see if that breaks down. No, I think let's just do this for example. Boom. And oh, by the way, you don't go and spend your profit every check. You wait until the end of the quarter, right? So I think it adds up. You're like $750. Let's say that for that quarter, you're an entrepreneur and that's really what you made. That's reality. It's been my reality for a long time. There's some quarters that were like, woo, right? Again, but we're not touching the taxes on that. This is the beauty about this, okay? So let's just say that in that quarter, that's what it is. Well, let me tell you, that $750 at Fox Hills or Starbucks and that drink, it's like, okay, you know, because we could beat ourselves down. Oh man, this quarter was awful. I did nothing. And that is a hard discipline. I actually did not do that last year. Last year we had the roughest year ever. And I didn't like touch profit towards the end of the year. I didn't even wait on a quarterly basis. And I want to grow in that because I want to grow in my ability to celebrate my earnings. It sounds so simple. And it's what I want. I hope this video was helpful to you. Pick up the book. Shout out to Mike. I'm going to tag you in here, Mike, because I'm not sure. Yeah, let's put in Mike in here. He's the author. He's awesome. He's funny. He's an Instagram. Read the book. If you have read the book, let me know what you have taken out of this book and what is the peace of mind that is brought to you, to your household, to your business, to your finances. Man, peace of mind is something that whatever you are in the spectrum, and even quote unquote broke, imagine you got like that. It says like $2, man. You buy that piece of gum like a boss, okay? I don't even know. I think piece of gums are like $5. I'm thinking back in the 80s. But you say, you know what? Is my earning, and I get to do it. I've done my responsibility. I paid the bills. I've separated in advance from my taxes. Death and taxes guarantee. Doesn't matter how good your accountant is, my friend, right? We all get to pay that. So, guys, this is the tool that I've been celebrating. If you want this calculator that Jimmy require, this is what we mean by uncluttering, streamlining our life. All the details in my program that's coming up in the video description, because we also touch upon that, and we will touch upon that because that is all part of mindset. It's clearing our space, and of course, we're going to go into more details throughout all the weekly challenges that I have. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, if this video was helpful to you, give it a like, share with somebody else. If you're in YouTube, we want to grow our YouTube audience. Please consider subscribing, and we will see you tomorrow. And with that, book. This is the book. Tomorrow. Hey, go get it. Go get that book. Yes, go do it.
I took a stroll downtown this evening when I heard music